Thunderstorm. A thunderstorm forms when warm, moist air rises rapidly into cooler altitudes. The updraft generates an electrical charge as ice crystals and water droplets collide inside the cloud. A single cell releases energy equivalent to a nuclear bomb, and most last less than an hour. About 40,000 thunderstorms occur on Earth every day. Supercell. A supercell is a thunderstorm with a deep, rotating updraft called a mesocyclone. Unlike ordinary storms, it can sustain itself for hours and travel hundreds of kilometers. The rotation comes from wind shear, where air at different altitudes moves at different speeds and directions. Supercells produce the largest hail, the most violent tornadoes, and wind gusts strong enough to overturn freight trains. Tornado. A tornado is a violent column of rotating air that connects a thunderstorm to the ground. Wind speeds range from 65 kilometers per hour in weak tornadoes to over 500 in the most powerful. The narrowest last seconds, the widest can exceed 4 kilometers across. Most form from supercells, and about 1,200 touch down in the United States each year, more than any other country on Earth. Hurricane. A hurricane is a massive rotating storm that draws its energy from warm ocean water. It forms when sea surface temperatures exceed 26 degrees Celsius and a cluster of thunderstorms organizes into a spiral. Wind speeds must reach 119 kilometers per hour for it to be classified as a hurricane. The eye, typically 30 to 65 kilometers wide, is calm. The eye wall surrounding it is the most violent zone in the storm. Blizzard. A blizzard requires three conditions: sustained winds above 56 kilometers per hour, falling or blowing snow, and visibility below 400 meters for at least 3 hours. Temperature alone does not define it. Blizzards form when cold Arctic air collides with moist systems moving northward. The 1993 storm of the century dropped snow from Cuba to Canada and caused over 270 fatalities across 26 states. Ice storm. An ice storm occurs when a layer of warm air sits above a layer of freezing air near the ground. Rain falls through the warm layer and then passes through the freezing surface air, turning to ice on contact with every surface it touches. A quarter-inch of ice accumulation can bring down power lines. Half an inch can collapse roofs. The damage comes from weight, not wind. Nor'easter. A nor'easter is an extratropical cyclone that forms along the eastern coast of North America. Its name comes from the northeasterly winds that strike coastal areas ahead of the system. It pulls moisture from the Atlantic and can produce blizzard conditions, coastal flooding, and hurricane-force winds simultaneously along a corridor stretching from the Carolinas to New England. The same storm structure drives powerful Atlantic lows that strike Western Europe. Bomb cyclone. A bomb cyclone forms when a mid-latitude storm intensifies at an extreme rate, dropping at least 24 millibars of central pressure in 24 hours. This process is called explosive cyclogenesis. It occurs when a cold continental air mass collides with warm ocean air along a coastline, steepening the pressure gradient so rapidly that winds rival those of a hurricane within a single day. The word bomb describes the speed of formation, not the scale of destruction. Derecho. A derecho is a fast-moving band of severe thunderstorms that produces straight-line winds along a path at least 400 kilometers long. Unlike a tornado, the damage comes from outflow, not rotation. A derecho can travel at 100 kilometers per hour and cross a continent in under 12 hours. The 2012 North American derecho killed 22 people, knocked out power to 4 million homes, and traveled from Iowa to the Atlantic coast in a single night. Haboob. A haboob is a wall of dust generated by the collapsing outflow of a dying thunderstorm. As the storm's downdrafts hit the ground, they spread outward at speeds up to 100 kilometers per hour, picking up loose sand and soil and pushing it forward as a dense rolling mass. Haboobs in the Sahara and Arabian Peninsula can reach 1,500 meters in height. They reduce visibility to 0 in seconds and can bury vehicles, roads, and buildings. Waterspout. A waterspout is a rotating column of air over a body of water. Most are fair weather waterspouts that form from the surface upward on calm, humid days near coastlines. Tornadic waterspouts are the more dangerous type, born from supercells and capable of moving onshore with full tornado intensity. Fair weather waterspouts typically dissipate within 5 to 10 minutes. They can lift fish, frogs, and debris hundreds of meters into the air before dropping them kilometers away. Firestorm. A firestorm forms when a large fire generates its own wind system. The intense heat creates a powerful updraft that draws surrounding air inward at near hurricane speeds. This inflow delivers more oxygen to the fire, which intensifies the heat further, which strengthens the updraft again. Firestorms can produce fire whirls, rotating columns of flame that behave like tornadoes. They occurred over Hamburg and Dresden during World War II. The 2018 Camp Fire in California produced a verified fire tornado with winds exceeding 230 kilometers per hour. Thanks for watching. What's the wildest storm you've ever experienced? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.